Hello and welcome to another episode of Gumbo Live. Here's your host, BJ from Board Game Gumbo.
Hey, Board Gamers, BJ from Board Game Gumbo here.
And DJ Bell, back in the Gumbo Pot.
It's DJ Bell.
Yeah.
And it's BJ.
Yeah.
Since Jay hasn't been here in so long,
I know,
he's not sure about the changes that we made to the opening.
Okay.
So what we do, I usually say BJ from Board Game Gumbo, and then Mitchell or Jared will say, back in the Gumbo Pot.
Okay.
And then I'll go, it's Mitchell. And they'll say, it's BJ.
Okay.
But that's just been a recent thing.
I'll know for next
Jay,
time.
we're trying to figure out how long has it been since you've been in the Gumbo Pot?
It might have been since like March when I left for the UK, and we've done a lot since then.
I'm going to check on this because I feel like we played in July when you came back, but we may not have streamed it is what happened. We did play, but we may not have streamed it.
I think you're right.
And then we played a couple of times last week, but again, we didn't stream it.
Yeah, I was over here last week.
Yeah. And we didn't stream the night before CHUCKCON.
That's true.
Oh, and speaking of CHUCKCON, we should wish somebody a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to sing, but you're going to start.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Burla. Oh, Burla.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, happy birthday to the Gumbo Overlord.
Yeah.
Jay,
I got to meet her for the first time.
That was the first time you've ever met her was at CHUCKCON. And I don't think we have, we've gotten to discuss it at all.
CHUCKCON was a whole lot of fun.
Other than 8 hours of talking on the way back.
Oh my God. I took a road trip with BJ out. It was actually not that bad. It wasn't bad.
Okay, the trip up felt like 10 hours. The trip back felt like 3 hours.
The trip up felt like 10 hours because you got us lost when we were like right there.
Oh, we were so
We were like
close.
10 minutes away.
We were so close.
And it took us like an hour.
But we did get to take some dirt roads.
Yeah.
Which is the way I grew up. So, yeah, wow. No, I did not grow up on a dirt road, but there were dirt roads right outside of my house. So,
Did you walk to school with your, like, not a backpack, but your books tied to a string?
On a little stick, uphill both ways in the snow. Absolutely. I did not.
Kristen's
CHUCKCON.
dad, yeah.
So I did get to talk about CHUCKCON last time, I think, but I don't think I got your thoughts on CHUCKCON.
Yeah.
So CHUCKCON is?
A micro convention that we do with some folks that we met through Chuck's Filler and Gateway Gaming group on Facebook, and we started our own little Facebook chat. And
in honor of Chuck, our friend who passed away.
Yeah.
You know, I actually got to talk to Chuck on the phone a couple of times. I don't think you ever met him, did you?
No.
Yeah, super nice guy.
We had a conversation or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a super nice guy. Called me up. He wanted to talk about, I forgot what it was, how to start up a board game club or something like that. And so we talked for like an hour. It was nice. It was a couple of months before he passed away, actually.
Yeah.
So get some definitions in. We've got a convention, the big ones, right? And we got a regional con like Southern Board Game Fest. By the way, get your tickets now. Hey, look, there he is, Nick, checking in. Oh, we haven't talked to Nick in a while. Bodo Belly. Nick, are we going to see you at Southern Board Game Fest? Tickets on sale right now. Get your badges. We have a couple of slots open for the Challengers Tournament, which I think Jay and Jared are helping me out with, maybe?
Sure, yeah. I'll help you out with that.
Hopefully Nick can make it. I know Dre's going to be there. But yeah, so that's regional con, Southern Board Game Fest. And then you have the small one, a friend con.
Yeah.
That's like 2 or 3 people maybe. You get a cabin in the woods and you play all weekend. But ours was a little bigger than that, and you called it a microcon. I like that.
Yeah. I've heard that a couple places, but yeah. Oh man.
Nick, I was going to play anything you wanted to, man. Didn't matter what it was. I was going to play one game and let you choose. And that's because I made him play Strike one time. So
I just got that actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I just got it because actually, kind of from your recommendation, I've never played before. But hey, Zoe, thank you for checking in. Zoe is another game designer, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Yeah, it hangs out in the Break My Game Discord channel a whole lot. Zoe has done a bunch of helpful videos on Screen Top GG, which is a new online, I say new, it's been out for a while, but it's the newest of online prototyping platforms. Thank you for checking in, Zoe.
Yeah, you guys don't use Vassal, I don't think, right? Or TTS? Y'all have?
Yeah, we found that Screentop GG is really good for games that don't require like a physics engine. So like just a card game.
Yeah. Zoe says thank you. No, thank you for checking into the Gumbo Pot and being a first-time chatter. We appreciate that.
So,
CHUCKCON.
We spent, was it like 4 days? 5 days?
You and I spent 4 days. We spent...
No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday? Did we leave Sunday? 4 days.
We left early Sunday morning.
Yeah. So 4 days of gaming.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 nights and 3 full days.
Yeah. We had, how many?
12 people.
220,
roughly 220 games, something like that. And we played 82 of them or 62
something like
of them?
That. Yeah, so like 25%, I think it was.
Which is, I guess, not a bad number. I am sad that I missed out on the dual Reiner Knizia thing they did, where they played Raw and they played Modern Art.
Yeah,
and I think you were involved.
I was in Modern Art. Modern Art was really good.
So I think my number one game that I wanted to play, I did get to play. I can't remember which one it was. What was it? I had my Envy game, and I did get to play it.
I don't remember what it was.
Shoot. What was my Envy game? And I did get to play it. My second Envy game was playing the double Raw and Modern Art, and I did not get to do it. Oh, Zoe says Modern Art, one of the faves.
Yeah.
Very disappointed.
I got to try Raw, not at CHUCKCON, but a few weeks ago at Anubis, and I was telling this to Dean from Meeple Town. Dean asked me which one I liked more, and I feel like they're both different enough that they both have staying power. Modern Art feels more fun and it's like punchy. You get to be silly with your friends.
A little wild. Yep.
Yeah. While chaotic. Raw feels like more of a game. Like you make your good decisions, you're kind of gaming the system.
And then you hold on for the ride, man.
Yeah.
And hope nobody messes with you. No, Bodibella says, Nick says, never played Modern Art and just got Raw to the table. So we had a treat, and that's another reason I was disappointed. We weren't playing the command version of Modern Art. Nothing against that, or any one of the older versions like Concept of Luke. They were playing the Korea board games. I can't remember which publisher, but somebody went all out, and this thing, Nick, was gorgeous. It had 2 different sets of art cards, kind of a modern one, and then kind of like an Impressionist Masters, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't get a close look, so. I was super impressed, man.
Yeah, Zoe, if you haven't played the Korean version with the Korean art for Modern Art, you should check it out. It's
big old gavel.
Gorgeous, big gavel that you can like wave over your friends if you want them to like.
I did watch it one time. It was like, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, so that's two games that I really would have, because I own Raw and I played Raw a bunch, but I always wanted to compare it to Modern Art, and it seems like both of them there. Butterbelly said just got the Korean version of Can't Stop. Oh, I haven't heard of this. Oh, does Jay know about this one?
I didn't.
No, okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I wonder if it's the same company, Nick, because I'll tell you, this company is putting out some amazing versions. I'd love a good. I don't own Can't Stop, even though I've played the game probably 200 times now. I'm not kidding. I feel
like that's most people.
Oh, I've played it. I played it 100 times on BGA, but not only that, and on Yukata. But I also had the app on my phone, and I used to play solo all the time. Okay, now I've seen one that is mountain climbing, but that was one that came out a few years back, where it's got mountain climbers that are going up to the top.
That's the one on BGA, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one on BGA. So it's probably that one.
Yeah.
What else was your favorite part about CHUCKCON?
Honestly,
I try to remember my Envy game.
As far as games, I was blown away by Acropolis.
And you bought it?
I haven't gotten it yet.
No, not yet.
Simply because I don't have space at all for new board games. It's like no shelf space. But
if you go to Board Game Gumbo and you see my top games of 2022, it's fake. Because Acropolis should be on there. I really messed up. It was like I was committed to these games, and I actually took off a couple of games I really wanted. Acropolis is absolutely one of the best games I've played. In fact, I got to double check. Fun. Is it a 2022 game? Because it really should be there.
I don't know.
It is my wife's favorite game. I mean, she's played it more than any other game that we own. She loves that game. She plays it solo almost every day, multiple times sometimes. Everybody should have a copy of Acropolis. I was telling you, I think you and I were discussing it. It doesn't do anything particularly new I don't think. But it does what it does well, right?
So...
And somehow it fires Calico for me. Not Calico, Cascadia. Yeah.
So I love Cascadia.
Yeah, me too.
I play it solo all the time. And when I played Acropolis and they were like, okay, you can stack on top, my mind just went...
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is just another level of something that I already love. So, yeah.
So one of my favorite parts of CHUCKCON was not only all the gaming, but 3 or 4 things that happen that can only really happen at a CHUCKCON or a friend con like that, was going out for pizza with everybody and just kind of getting to know these people that we've either talked to a lot over Messenger, or in some cases I've interacted with on podcasts or video shows, but never been face to face. And to sit down with everybody at the table, that was a lot of fun. The 2 nights that we spent doing the improv and the party games, like we made it a habit of right around dinner time we played party games and we played music or we did improv, and that was just, oh man, you and Evan knocked it out of the park with the improv.
That was fun. I hadn't done improv in a long time.
Yeah, that was fun. But 6-hour music session on Saturday night.
That was great. Y'all were killing it. Between the guitars,
Nick,
the pianos.
I gave up a lot of euros. For 6 hours, I played music, I think, kind of bracketed around dinner. And I didn't play any games during that time.
You set up asking for troubles and then went and played the guitar for like 4 hours.
I know. We did play Asking for Troubles late that night, though, if I remember right. So I think that was all. It's kind of a blur now. And then I would also say shout out to my buddy Steve, who I've never met in person, even though we've been friends since 2016 or 2017, I guess. If I remember right, we've been friends. We've talked a million times on video, but never in person. And he and I got to go run and tour the college town of Auburn, the loveliest little village on the plains, and that was just a blast, man. We did like 5 miles, but we were going a really slow pace and just chatting the whole time, kind of getting some backstory about how he and Kathy met, and finding little nooks and crannies. Like we found this arboretum, and I grew up next to an arboretum, within 15 minutes of us. So we spent a lot of time there, and so going to this arboretum and seeing all the Alabama plants was really neat. It was just fun, shout out to Eric. What a gracious host who just took care of us for 4 days. It was so good, man.
Yeah, he was a great host.
But everybody was fun. I mean, playing that game with Kelly, playing multiple games with Nina and her shark of a daughter, Becky.
Becky is so good. I
she's the
probably played like
10
games with her and won one of them. Like,
she's
so good.
Sneakiest good. She's sitting there like, just kind of chatting with people. Like, oh wait, this is my turn, and then boom, here's 100 points. Like, what?
Yeah.
So sneaky good. But all of them, Topher, Jake. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing some people.
Yeah.
We talked about Evan and Dean, of course. Wow.
It's a good time.
I feel like I'm missing somebody, though. Who am I missing?
I don't think so.
Great time. I recommend it to everybody. In fact, in our little Acadiana Discord, they're actually talking about doing something like that, doing a little cabin con.
Meet your online friends. They are good folks.
It's not bad. I'm always nervous, when we go and do things like that, but it always seems to work out great. So,
yeah.
All right, so we are here to play some board games, Jay.
Yeah, we are.
I want to hear about this game. I've been seeing it online a little bit. 85 days till BGG. I'm still not committed yet, Nick, but I want to go. So we've got COSMOCTOPUS up here, and this is a game from Henry Audubon, who I know from Parks, but I think that he's done some other things that I just can't recognize.
Yeah, he's done a couple, but this is, I guess, his latest release with Lucky Duck and Paper Fort Games.
Paper Fort Games. So we've got it set up on the table. Give us a quick overview, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So in COSMOCTOPUS, we are...
What a cool name, by the way.
Yeah, it's a cosmic octopus, and that plays into what we're going to be doing in the game. We are devotees of the great inky one, the COSMOCTOPUS.
The inky one, I like it.
Yes. And we are trying to show our devotion to the Great Inky One and get him to come to our realm.
Okay.
He keeps, or it keeps popping in and out different realms, and you're trying to gather 8 tentacles.
Okay.
To show him that you are devoted to his cause. It's just being. So over the game, we're going to be built an engine to summon the Great Inky One. On your turn, you're going to do a couple things. The first thing you're going to do is move the Great Inky One. It can move one space orthogonally, or you can give up resources called giving a tribute to move it even further.
Ah, okay.
Okay?
And it's a small board, it's just 3x3, right?
Yeah. And in the setup, you take one of these special tiles. There are 4 special tiles and 8 standard ones. Shuffle them up.
Oh, so there's a little bit of change.
Create a modular board.
Replayability. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's the first thing you do. You move the Great Inky One, and you collect the reward on the tile. After that, you may optionally play a card from your hand. Cards all have.
Iconography is easy. Are you getting 3 of these jars, or 3 of these stars, or 3 of these sayings?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so playing a card means paying the cost, getting any benefit that is shown right underneath that cost, and then each card has either a permanent or instant ability.
Okay.
The red cards, the whispers as they are the hallucinations are instant abilities. You just get whatever the card says at the bottom.
Okay.
The black cards are the scriptures, which are permanent discounts. So for the rest of the game,
engine building.
Yeah. For the rest of the game, I would have a discount of 1 coin.
So that's like having one of these coins always. Got it? Okay.
The yellow cards are permanent benefits. So anytime I would gain an ink, I get another ink.
Oh, so like gizmos when you have those little engines.
Yes.
There? Okay. Converters and different things. Okay.
Yeah. And then lastly, the blue cards are sort of order fulfillment. What this means is you pay the cost and it goes into your area. From then, you can take resources you gain, like in parks. So if I were to, after this card is played, gain a whisper, I can put it on here. And then I can place any of the ones that are shown from the arrows. But this one has to be first.
Okay.
Always in the top left. And then the arrows will show
and
you which
you do
ones.
that, you'll get the benefits at the bottom?
You finish it off, and then you get the benefit at the
neat,
bottom.
Man. Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Interesting.
And let's take a look at this benefit. Blue cards are constellations. They always give you a tentacle.
Which is the way to win the game.
That's the way to win the game.
Yep.
And this one also lets you take 2 cards from the discard.
Okay. This one gives me a big ton of resources. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's tough to get.
So yeah.
And we pay this to get it?
Yes.
Okay. And that's this thing right here?
Right. So this is a common resource. That means it can be any of the 4. Okay.
Oh, so that means any of the 4. Okay, got it.
Yeah. This is a discount for you.
Got it.
So as the second player, you get a cost 1 discount. But this can only be applied to the gray ones on there. The gray ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now,
I can get more of the gray ones?
So that's going to be a permanent 2 discount on those.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. It's got a lot of levels of other different games, but but kind of put together in a unique way. I see that. Okay.
Yeah. So the last thing you do on your turn is discard, or the third thing you do is discard down to 8.
Okay.
That means you have a 8 card hand limit and an 8 card or an 8 resource limit of each kind. So you can have 8 of each resource max.
Oh, 8 of each resource.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So after
each individual resource type. Got it. Okay.
After I would finish my turn, I would rotate the Great Inky One to you. That lets you know
staring at me
it has
now.
your gaze, and it's like, give me your devotion. What are you gonna do?
I gotta admit, the toy factor on this is off the charts.
BJ summoned the Great Inky One, 1 tentacle ahead of me. I feel like a fraud. I don't feel like a true devotee after getting my butt kicked. Not really kicked, but...
It just appeared.
So at Gen Con, at the release party for COSMOCTOPUS, there was COSMOCTOPUS grape soda.
That's
They
the
threw
booth that had
away.
the soda?
Yeah, they threw some plushies of the great inky one. It's good. It's fun stuff.
Oh, I gotta admit, this is cute. It's so you and I both like gizmos, right? Mm-hmm. But I've always liked gizmos. Never loved gizmos, but I like this. This is just it's fun to say the names of the cards. Mm-hmm. It's fun to watch your opponents do little shenanigans with big turns. And there's like an ebb and flow where you'll build up for but you never really more than 2 or 3 turns away from making a big play. Yeah. Even though it seems like when I use all my resources, I'm like, oh man, I don't have anything. I'm going to do something. And then all of a sudden, cool cards come out that give you that big turn.
Hey, Polo Monkey, thank you for dropping by. Polo is one of our friends coming over from the Olympian stream.
Oh, cool.
I met them when I was out in Seattle.
Thank you for joining the Gumbo Pot and the chat. Yeah, we just finished playing COSMOCTOPUS, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
and then we met at Gen Con, hung out. Good times with good folks, man.
Polo Monkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a monkey in a polo.
Oh,
it's a polo. It's a monkey in a polo wearing a polo with a monkey on it. I was thinking
of monkey playing polo.
No. It's a polo on top of a real monkey, but the polo has a monkey playing polo in a polo.
Oh wow, man, it's like Inception. Whoa, is that?
All right.
Thank you for the follow, Polo Monkey. I appreciate that.
So
I'm impressed. I like it. 2 thumbs up for me. This is fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
And like I said, I love the toy factor of getting to this part right here where you.
It's really interesting. You played the blue card game, which seems like gather resource heavy, whereas you could play like the super discount game or like the super benefit game. Like whenever I pulled a yellow, I was getting 3 yellows and I got 4 extra, and for red. So like, seems like there's a couple different strategies here.
Yeah, so you were going to get me in the Forbidden Knowledge game because you had this awesome engine in resources. But these 2 cards here together, I just instantly said, why don't I just go as hard as I can in the blues? Yeah. Number one, I'm stopping you from getting them, keeping them away from you. Because remember, all of these came from blues, if I remember right. Yeah. Oh no, I did get 2 from the gold.
Knowledge.
But the other 6 all came from that. So I was always working on them, and I wanted to. It was the only tough part was trying to get the cards to be in the right spot where when I grabbed 3 golds, they would go on all the different spots. Because it's inefficient just to go one at a time. So I had to kind of program them in my hand and play one, and then the next one, and the next one, and set it up that way.
Yeah.
So that took a little while. And I was worried that this is one of those games like 15 minutes where I'm building this long, as I told Time Roller, this long burn strategy, and I would run out of time. But it's not. It's an hour game. It's a 1 hour wonder, roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly about an hour.
Cool.
Plays fast with more than 2 people? Seems like the turns are pretty short.
Yeah. And now that we know how to play, we probably play quicker.
All right, that's COSMOCTOPUS from Lucky Duck Games and
Paper
Fort Games. Thank you to Jay for bringing that in. I liked it a lot. Until next time, Laissez, le bon temps, rouler.